Mashed potatoes seem so easy to screw up, so easy to come out bland, flavorless, maybe a little bit too lumpy, maybe a little bit too creamy, too watery. We're gonna teach you how to take care of that so that you can be the master of the mashed potatoes. I've got 4 pounds of potatoes here. Now, a lot of people use russet for anything that they do. A lot of people prefer the Yukon Gold. Generally, the difference is Yukon Gold is going to give you a creamier mashed potatoes, and a russet is going to give you a little bit fluffier mashed potato. Some people, and what I choose to do today is, I'm gonna go half and half. Half my potatoes, russet, half are gonna be the Yukon Gold. And I'm also gonna be using cream cheese, heavy whipping cream. If you choose, you might decide to just go ahead and use whole milk. Also gonna be adding a little bit of garlic to our mixture and some fresh butter. So let's get started with the peeling. Some people have that type of peeler. Some people have this type. On the end, you kind of, maybe you never noticed it before, that's what you have for getting those little eyes out, even on this style. Just kind of scoop the eye out, simple, easy. I'm going to use this one today. Start at the top, and the bottom. Makes it easier for doing nice long strokes on the side. Please watch your fingers. I've sliced myself this way. Now, once you have them peeled, and let me not get any farther without giving this big tip to you, do not put potato skins down your garbage disposal. Garbage disposals do not handle them very well. It'll be a huge mistake. You'll ultimately wind up having to replace your garbage disposal. Cut these up, good sized chunks, but you don't have to get too small. We're not dicing them. We're going to be getting them ready to boil, but you want to start out in cold water. You do not want to start them out in hot water. Now we're going to be covering the potatoes to just the top of the potatoes. So you want to get them fairly even in here. And I'm going to cover those just so it's covered, and I'll meet you over the cooktop. Okay, I've got them covered, and I'm going to be bringing these up to a boil. I'm going to be adding a little bit of salt to the water. This is not the main salt that's going to be, infused into the potatoes. It's going to help the water kind of control the boil, maybe get a little bit of flavor into them, but we're going to be salting as we go. Now, while I'm getting the potatoes up to a boil, I'm going to be adding a little bit of the minced garlic in with the butter, and we're going to get that melted in the microwave, because when it comes time to mix the mashed potatoes, we want hot liquids to be going into them. Okay, now we've got a good rolling boil, so it's time to turn it down to simmer for about the next 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, I left them in there for about 30 minutes. Here's how you can tell if they're done. Take a knife or a fork and just kind of stick it into some of them and see if it slips out pretty easily. And so far, it is slipping out really nice and easily. So, they're done. I'm going to take them over to drain. Okay, right now, all the water has drained off of them. So I'm putting the potatoes back into the pot that I cooked them in, because you can see, maybe, that there's a lot of steam coming off. That's moisture coming out of the potatoes. I don't want the mashed potatoes to be seasoned with water. Water is bland. We want that steam to evaporate. So during the time that I'm letting it rest a little bit, let that steam escape, I'm gonna go ahead, make sure that my butter and my cream are nicely warmed in the microwave. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, combine all my liquids together here. Now we're set. Now, there's a couple of different ways to mash these. Most people are probably familiar with some sort of potato masher, or if you want them to be a little bit creamier, smoother, then a lot of people recommend that you rice the potatoes, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. These ricers, they're pretty actually inexpensive. Gonna load some of these potatoes into the ricer. Boy, they're already falling apart in my hand as I put them in. That just comes out really nice and smooth. And that's all there is to it. Gunner's all excited. He thinks he's gonna get some mashed potatoes. You're not, buddy. I'm sorry. And at this point, I can take care of the rest with just a spatula. So I'm gonna add some of my cream butter mixture here. I'm just gonna add about half of it at this point. Folding it all in. You don't need to overwork it. This is already coming out super smooth. As I'm doing this, I'm gonna start adding some of the cream cheese in. And I've already been softening the cream cheese. Get a little bit more moisture in. A little bit more cream cheese. Gotta break that up. Go back to folding it all in. This is so creamy, it's amazing. Now I'm still seeing some lumps of the cream cheese in there, so I'm going to continue working it in till they're all well blended in to the whole mixture. Let's give this a taste. Now, let me point out that you can do this several days in advance, even longer if you freeze it. But if you kind of put like cellophane over the top as an air barrier, you can stick it in the refrigerator for several days, or you can freeze it for a couple of weeks. So you can do this ahead of time. If you're liking the video, consider hitting the like button down below. Subscription maybe? Please leave me a comment. So how's this taste? That's really good. But you know what I forgot? But it's not too late. A little bit of extra salt, a skosh of pepper. Blend that salt in. That rich potato taste is definitely coming through. Your family, your friends, they are going to love this. One more taste. Perfect. You got it. I will catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.